AyoGG, welcome to a brand new episode of the AyoGG podcast in the special edition for Queendom Season 2. And today we are going to talk together with you about episode 9 of Queendom Season 2. And with I finally don't mean only myself anymore, but also my friend Payne. Welcome back.
Hey, I'm back and totally free of Corona official.
Yay! So, time to celebrate. At least for now, we will see if we continue celebrating when we're talking about the performances later on. But that's just a little teaser for, kind of like 2 minutes, because this will be exactly what we're going to talk about right after this introduction here. Because this episode was all about the performances and later on the ranking announcements. There was nothing much going on besides that, so you guys are in for a blast. But of course, as always, first we're starting with the title of today's show, which is "Will Return to Where We Belong." Dramatic, but we will see if they really return to where they belong. So, FANtastic Queendom. In case you forgot within this week what FANtastic Queendom is, in FANtastic Queendom, the girls are all performing songs chosen by their fans, kind of like a special gift for their fans to have an especially meaningful performance and stage. And the show started with the FANtastic Queendom performance of LOONA and their song Butterfly. As always, before we jump into the performance, there was a bit of an introduction to the group themselves and how they decided on which song to perform and what they did before. Now, what happened? I already talked a bit about this last week because there we already got some teasers for this, but today we got their preparations in a bit more in an extended version, you can say. So we are back at this, I guess some kind of cafe where they were, and there was a little wall that was filled with pictures, with photos chosen and drawn by their fans, by Orbit. And also there were some handwritten letters by Orbit hanging on the wall. And of course, first thing the girls did was instantly running towards that wall and reading all of the messages and looking at the pictures, which made them so emotional and happy that they wanted to give something back and instantly grabbed pieces of paper to write their own messages back to their fans. But that was kind of interrupted by a sudden video playing inside of the cafe. And the video that was playing there was a video letter by, once again, their fans, by Orbit, where they kind of talked about how much they support LOONA, how much they love LOONA, and all of that stuff, which, probably no surprise, was emotionally a lot for the girls. I think it was Eve we saw crying.
Yeah.
I don't know if there were more members, but I remember Eve dramatically throwing her head in her neck to prevent the tears from smashing down to the ground. So that was pretty cute. And overall, the agreement on which song they should perform went by pretty fast. Like, they even mentioned that they really hoped that no other group would cover or choose Butterfly as a song to perform, so they can perform Butterfly at some point in the show. And of course, for the fan choice, this was their number one choice, Butterfly by LOONA.
I just realized you said choose Butterfly, and I was like, Butterfly by 2?
That was completely intentional. Absolutely intentional. And what was also interesting is that during the I guess first listen to the arrangement, the new arrangement of Butterfly, we saw Eve and Hassel sitting there, and they were kind of giving their opinions on the new arrangement that they have heard. Especially Eve was really active there, and they criticized it quite a bit because they said that the version they were hearing there at the moment was too it was too far away from the original, that the arrangement is kind of like missing something, lacking something compared to the original. So they gave their input in that matter to make sure that, the final arrangement is as true to the original as possible. Also, on top of that, we saw all of them in their practice room, and I guess you can say practice really hard, as we saw on the bruises they have showed us that they had all over their knees. I mean, by now, this is nothing new for LOONA anymore. I mean, just when I think back about the music show performances of Paint the Town, for example, where you saw basically more blue than skin color, which is, of course, on the one hand, impressive, like their dedication, but on the other hand, I do have to question if this is really necessary, because this will fire back at some point, and with some point, I mean when you're older. And by the amount of bruises they get from their practices, I feel like as soon as they're turning 30, their knees are going to just break away. So, I would really like LOONA to chill when it comes to that part. Or at least BBC to stop giving them choreographies where they have to smash onto the ground with their knees over and over and over again during a song. I would really appreciate this. But, of course, what we're all really curious about is, were these bruises worth it? And that is a question, of course, Payne can perfectly answer for us. What did you think of the performance?
Of course I can. The performance was, if I have to take one word for the performance, I would choose aesthetic, cause this is something kind of the I don't know, the incarnate of Butterfly. Like, it's insanely. It gives the vibe. It gives a really aesthetic vibe. Even the original, and they kind of focused on that factor, and try to show this even more on stage. I think overall the performance was pretty decent. And when I say pretty decent, like I don't want to make it sound too harsh, but I guess there is something like,
now that you always leave to me.
exactly. That's why they perform Butterfly, and they perform Butterfly, like pretty similar to the original. Like they wanted to do it, and there were enough comments overall about it that it was pretty similar and gave a similar vibe. And that it's not something that has to be bad, especially for a round where you focus on fan choices. But on the other hand, as a fan as well, but of course, I have my criticize with some of LOONA songs, and Butterfly isn't my most favorite song first. And even the choreo, like, I really, really appreciate the work into the choreo, and I would say it's a really choreo focused song and performance, even the original one. But somehow it's not really 100% overwhelming me. Like, I'm not super into Butterfly. And so it's hard for me to go or to be 100% invested into a performance that's not even changing a bit. And it's not the problem that it's pretty similar. It's more the problem as well that they really didn't get or try to make highlights into the song because they wanted to hold it even the whole song. Like they wanted to give us the same vibe as the original Butterfly, and so you, or I guess they thought about it like you can't really make highlight into it then, or highlights. You they didn't want to make extra highlights, new highlights that are trying to, I don't know, give you a surprise moment into the performance, cause they don't want to break you out of this overall feeling you have if you watch a performance. And I don't know, I think for me it was like a decent performance. I watched and I was like, okay, especially in the dance break, it was really pretty like the dance break was the part where I was a bit driven with the performance, to be honest. Like I was a bit into it, but overall the performance really needed a long time for me to get invested. And even if I tried to watch it a few times more, the first 2-3 minutes are like, okay, that's pretty okay, but I don't know. I don't see something really huge out of it, and I can't really get myself invested into it.
All right. Yeah. I'm actually not that far away from you there. Positive points first, though. What I really liked, and this is something, I guess it's just the nature of the Queendom performances by now. It's because it's always like, or often my favorite part, the beginning. Like we had this little narration. By the way, in the beginning, we also have this like white writing there, which was, if I'm not mistaken, written by Heejin, because she's for a hobby practicing calligraphy, and she was writing this. And for a second, I thought this was German. Was staying there because there was an eins. There's eins written, but the rest I have no clue what it's supposed to mean. So either I completely forgot my mother tongue, or it is not German. So I'll go with the second one. And but this was pretty cool. It's a nice beginning with the narration. It is creating a great atmosphere, and also the beginning frame where we see the girls sitting there in front of the gigantic moon and like the fog underneath them. Absolutely amazing beginning. So also when the dancers are coming in with those glowing, those glowing arms and the glowing balls that they have there when they're forming some kind of butterfly wings in front of LOONA. It's an amazing picture when you see all the dancers making the wings, LOONA in the middle, and the moon in the background. It's really an impressive frame, and this reminded me hardcore to Time for the Glory, because I feel like the dancers had a similar setup there, especially these shiny balls. If you remember the part where Omji is holding the crown up while basically hovering over the dancers. So they use a similar trope there, which is just really impactful, and just overall looks amazing. When you correctly play with the light, you can make a performance a lot better, and this is exactly what they did here. Overall, what this performance has done amazingly, in my opinion, is not just being visually super pleasing, but also in terms of storytelling. Because later on, you see them working with props like, for example, a gigantic spider web, where they're like getting entangled in, the butterfly getting entangled in a spider web and stuff like this. Like, from the symbolism of the entire performance, this was absolutely top notch, in my opinion. And I think this is basically what they wanted to achieve with that. They wanted, since it is the fan performance, they wanted to target exactly orbits and no one else. But here's the thing: even though I am a fan of LOONA, I am also not a fan of the song of Butterfly. And that, of course, brings up certain problems for me when I watch this performance, because especially when they go with the decision to not change it much. As I said, I can understand it from the point of view that they want to give this to the fans, and because of that, they don't want to change it much. But I don't really personally have the opinion that if you don't change a song much, that this is instantly better for the fans. Like, I would just guess that even if you're completely in love with the song, if you're getting a fresh version of it with maybe a few tweaks here and there, you could still like laugh and enjoy the song. I don't think it would necessarily make the song worse. But well, they went with that, and that led me to in the end being a bit also underwhelmed with it, because visually wise, just the performance itself was really, really, really appealing. But I just can't help it that I don't like the song, and that kind of dragged down the overall performance for me. That I can only say it was okay for me.
Yeah, like I'm revealing it now. That's just my opinion, and cause I don't know, I've watched the performance overall like as everyone, and I'm like, it happens a bit, or it happens often, or more times, that I don't really like the original song or something like that, or maybe I'm not 100%, or I don't know the song, didn't know the song before, or something like that. This can happen as well. In these cases, I'm watching this whole thing because I'm not super invested into the performance. I don't know, try to see different things while watching the performance, getting invested into some into the performance overall. And even there, I felt like they had this one thing with the spiderweb, but besides that, I don't know, I didn't really felt like they really used the stage or gave it more presence or stuff like that. I really didn't feel that. So, and that's kind of what makes it for me the least favorite of this round. But yeah, that's just my opinion.
Okay. There are two amazing things that I want to point out about the performance. I'm seeing this right now in the ending frame. First thing, the confetti that is falling down is in butterfly shape. Super cool little detail. And second, the light that is shining down from the top, like the spotlights there. The light is, they kind of put an effect there that it's breaking, and you see like the rainbow colors within the light. And of course, the rainbow colors that really then suits with LOONA and all of the different colors of the girls and stuff. This is a really cool detail. Just wanted to mention it because I'm seeing this right now for the first time.
We definitely have to admit that they really killed it, what they wanted to do, for sure. And even the special move they kind of practiced as well, the knee breaking moves, they executed them so perfectly, and it looked amazing. But yeah, that's all kind of for me.
Yeah. All right, then next up we are going to Brave Girls, and Brave Girls was performing. Wait. Yeah. Oh, sorry. Yeah. Red Sun. I was confused for a second because I'm into a different Red Sun at the moment. But more to that next week, guys. Yeah, Red Sun by Brave Girls. So, what did they do for the preparation? To decide what songs they should perform in the FANtastic Queendom round, they had basically 2 events. In the first event, it was a fan sign. There they had like some posters where people were able to put on stickers with song suggestions that they wanted to hear. And then after this, they did a little live mini concert in which they then performed songs from these posters and then decided with their fans together which songs they should perform. And this was pretty nice because you could listen to the girls singing a bit multiple of these songs, and was really cool to see was their interaction with their fans, because they looked super, super happy during this live stream that they were able to communicate with their fans like this. And yet overall, they just seem to enjoy their time that they have at this moment a lot. So this made me really, really happy. Besides that, there actually did not happen much in that regard. We also got some, a bit of emotional talk at the end of the preparation phase, where they were talking about their, about their past career, how difficult it has been, and now a new chance to prove themselves and all of that stuff, which made it all really, really, really emotional. And that much I can say, the performance continued with exactly that feeling. But more to that, Pain, what did you think about the performance?
Yeah, I don't know. It's interesting, in my opinion. So to make it clear in the beginning, I don't want to make this group feels like that, or try to imitate this group or something like that. But there were some moments where we kind of, at least we talked about it when we watched it. Some references to what Mamamoo did in season 1. Like, they somehow sometimes gave a similar feeling in some situations, and in some where they are them are focusing on the performances, and where they took the focus on. Little fun fact here as well. There was a group in season 1 who did kind of the same as they did with this performance. If it comes to showing, showing the time before, like, I guess for Brave Girls it was they showed the videos from just before, right? Like a few years ago.
Before Roland.
Exactly.
Before the success of Roland.
Exactly. Yeah. Like in times it's, I don't know, about 2016, roundabout, maybe roundabout there, right? Should it be 17, 18, something like that? That time.
The one video it's starting with was 2020.
Oh, actually. Oh, damn.
Mm-hmm.
Right, it was 2020 where she talked about she has nothing to do.
Exactly.
And ouch. Ouch. This is such a little video where, I don't know, that hits so hard.
And only a few days later it started.
Exactly. Besides that, there was a second clip we can talk about. I mean, there were 2 clips where they kind of dropped from the chair, but this one on the stage, ouch. This that looked ouch. Like
I would
literally.
have I would have just, whoever gave out these chairs, I would have took this chair, would have went up to the person and smashed this chair on this person's head.
For real.
Like this, how the hell are we supposed, like, as soon as she just put a little like weight on one side, the chair suddenly started to move around. What the hell was that? Like,
Yeah.
you can't give an artist shit like this. What the hell?
Exactly. It's insanely. And that looked really like it looked not like a slip like the first one before. That really looked like totally dropped off, and I don't know. This shouldn't
I mean,
happen
she fell with her hip basically on this chair.
on this.
This.
Oh. Also, I mean, like if the bones were right after that, Jesus Christ. And seeing this in the beginning is something. Yeah, I'm like, this is something, or this is a decision I can really understand for some kind of performances. And of course that gave a decent vibe, like about it. The song is, I'm not 100% sure, but the song is about do you know exactly what they said?
It overall, it's if I'm not mistaken, about getting stronger, overcoming difficulties,
Exactly.
and
Thanks.
you're
Exactly.
welcome.
Fitting to the things before, of course. Yeah, as you said, the time before Ronan succeeded, and the time after it, it's of course different. And yeah, having their red sun for their kind of see where we are now and stuff like that is yeah, was a pretty genius idea and a good thing for fans as well. Um, yeah, I when I said little conversation to Mamu, I meant a bit of like even in this performance, the topic wants like this emotional topic to the fans, with a song that's talking about yeah, like about them, and being together and being strong is something yeah, they did both, but not even that. As well, like in this performance, they really used the stage in for the four members. Like everyone had their own little shining parts, and I really liked it because that's something. Especially for us, I don't know how this feels if you watch it in a live version. I guess this might be a performance that gets really supported by watching it over a screen, over the TV, because you can these highlighted moments, these cutted moments where you have one member doing with some background dancers their own stuff and then switching through the members is something, I guess, better for us with a good camera, with a good camera dude doing his work, with a good camera movement and placement. I guess we get a better feeling then, as the people that are standing there and seeing the whole stage, where some of them maybe are just staying there or waiting for their moment. I guess so. This is yeah, a performance that's better, yeah, to get invested for us. I really like the idea of it because yeah, I think it's not a hard thing to yeah, give the stage, or give the big stage different portions, and having these moments where you are in the center, you are doing your shit, and in the chorus they're coming together. It's not something new, but I just like these little moments. And yeah, in my opinion, it gives you more chances to get invested into it. Um, what I'm not the biggest fan of is if you put videos or scenes in the middle of a performance. I'm not the biggest fan of it. Overall, of course, I have to say, if this would be, I don't know, like if I would be with Brave Girls since the beginning and I would be 100% totally invested to them, have felt all the pain they did, like, and try to support them with everything I had. And then you get these scenes and you can relate to these scenes. Of course, it might be different, but from my perspective right now, it was a bit interrupting if you have this in the middle of the performance. And yeah, like in the beginning, in the ending, I'm super fine with it, but in the middle of a performance, it's I'm not the biggest fan of this idea. That was mostly the biggest thing I have to criticize in this performance. Otherwise, I think they did a really good job. Still, if I have compared to the other stages, I still think they couldn't manage to get to the level of the other stage of some other stages, like especially first week in my opinion. But I wouldn't say they are far behind. I still think they did a really good job, and I'm interested for their final performance, because I guess I kind of get the feeling where the performances of Brave Girls are going, and I get a feeling what really a Brave Girls performance is.
So, my opinion, I'll try to make it relatively short. No, no, no. I just you said a lot of things I would have said, so
okay.
I'm just taking that stuff out, most of it. The, in my opinion, biggest strength of this performance is the same that was also the biggest strength for LOONA's performance, which is the storytelling within the song. I mean, starting with these emotional scenes, the good thing about Brave Girls' performance is that, in my opinion, you can also like sympathize with it and kind of relate to it even when you're not a fan. Like for Butterfly, I feel like, yeah, it looks amazing, but I am not that emotionally attached if I'm not like really invested in the song and the group. But for Brave Girls, everyone who watches the show knows this story of Brave Girls, like this breakthrough, this late breakthrough with Roland and stuff. This is just something you know. And when you see these clips in the beginning, especially when she is talking about that she has no clue what she's supposed to do there, like, I think this is something you can relate to on a level because everyone has kind of felt like this in his life at one point, at least. And they're like, okay, I have no clue what I'm supposed to do now. And with the knowledge that only a few days later, all of this hype suddenly started to burst up. Of course, this entire storytelling that they're doing here in this performance is super relatable and makes it amazing and beautiful to watch. Another thing that's kind of underlying this is the video in the background. When you're paying attention to that in the beginning, through these windows that you see there, you can see like a snowy landscape. You see a tree covered in snow. Snow is falling down, and as the song progresses, the snow is stopping. The sun is starting to come out, the snow is melting, and the trees begin to bloom, which is of course kind of their story. Like it went downhill the whole time. It was cold, it was hopeless almost, and suddenly Roland got this huge amount of attention, and their career started to, I'd say, for the first time, to actually really bloom. which is of course really a beautiful kind of message there, supported by their like flower outfits that they wore, which is of course also telling basically the same story. So this is super cool, and I like this, and I also like that they're getting so much positive feedback for this performance, because Brave Girls has gone through a lot of shit, and they deserve to getting a bit of like positive feedback and standing on the top. But I do have to say that besides the story, I did not really get into the performance, like in any way. Not song wise, because the song itself was a really weird mix for me. Like this contrast of the verses and then the chorus. Suddenly, like the switch that came way too fast for me, and I also didn't like this transition, like at all. I mean, choreography, you don't really need to talk about much. There was not much choreography, which is not necessarily bad. If you just like cover this with how they have done it, for example, with a story and with a show, basically. So then you don't really need choreography, which is why I wouldn't really criticize that. But it's just something that I saw, that the choreography was pretty like calm, and this is something that I really relate to when you said with the Mamamoo comparisons, because it's something Mamamoo also often does. That they don't have like the hardest or most outstanding choreographies, but their stage presence and their performance itself is like completely making up for that, to the point that you don't even realize that there's a choreography like at the quality we saw, for example, with a LOONA, is missing. So this was, in my opinion, impressive that they managed to cover this up with just them being on stage and actually enjoying the performance, because I think this is also an important thing that you saw the whole time, that they really loved performing the song there. But yeah, in the end, I have to say that I would have personally been more happy with them performing one of the other two songs they thought about. In the end, okay, it was Red Sun. Yeah, I didn't get into the song at all. And in the end, I also have to say, even though I sympathize with the story and everything, I was not as emotionally involved as it looks everyone else. Because, I mean, after the performance, we had tears everywhere, absolutely everywhere. Everyone was crying, which is of course cool to see, that they support Brave Girls so much, that they feel so hard for them. But I can't say that I really understood that level of emotional involvement with all of this. But as I said, it could be that the reason for this is that I just did not click with the song at all.
Yeah.
So I was just really, really, really distracted by the song. And this is something really unfortunate, because I was so, like, personally negatively distracted by the song, that I really had to rewatch this performance multiple times to really, like, get a feel for the emotions they tried to convey with it. And this is just, yeah, for me personally, a negative thing. But again, this is something coming from someone who doesn't like the song and is not a hardcore Brave Girls fan. So yeah.
I mean, overall, I like the song. I can say that. I like. It was a new thing for me. I didn't know it beforehand, like before this performance, but I kind of like the song. Cause I mean, of course, it has this. You have in the verses the more deeper stuff, and in the chorus it's exploding, and you're like trying to set up the mood again. Of course, the song is trying to do this. But yeah, overall, I really loved the performance. And what we can point out as well, you already said it. They haven't really focused on the choreo, but what they kind of focused on besides the story, the interaction between them was pretty cool as well. Like you could see some smiles when they interacted with each other, and that was it's such a pretty cool thing to see, that you don't have to focus every time on hard choreos. Sometimes it's just enough to have a good chemistry overall to give it to a stage.
To them interacting with each other, I would also add them interacting with the crowd.
Yes.
With their facial expressions, because this is something that is kind of like connected to the fact, this is what I already said, that it looked like they enjoyed their stage a lot, that they smiled a lot right into the crowd when they saw them. And it's probably one of the reasons probably that they saw their fans in front of them while they're performing the song that means a lot to them. So, this is something really cool, and I'm happy that Brave Girls can experience it here at Queendom.
Definitely.
And last but not least, we have Hyolyn with Sea Bae. Now, how did that happen with Sea Bae? Well, Hyolyn did something that she said herself hasn't done in quite a while, for about 3 to 4 years. Hyolyn went busking with some fans in Seoul. So it's basically a little guerrilla kind of like concert outside at a really, by the way, beautiful place. The scenery was amazing. I loved it. I would love to perform there too if I would have talent. So this was beautiful to watch. It was also cool to see Hyolyn sitting there talking with their fans. But something that was a bit strange to me that I didn't really understand is Hyolyn went there with basically only 2 songs for their fans to choose from. And that is CC and Bae. Because she kind of decided on these 2 songs before with her company. And then asked the people, okay, which of these songs do you want to hear? And this is just something I did not quite understand. I mean, I kind of get the idea behind it maybe, but in my opinion, it would have been cooler if you like really let your fans decide that. Because if you just say, okay, I want to perform one of these 2 songs and now you decide, I don't really see a real like choice in that. But that could just be me. This was just really surprising for me, especially after I saw like all the other groups and how much, at least it looked like, they let their fans participate in this entire process. So yeah, that kind of surprised me. But one thing that will never surprise me ever again is nerdy product placement.
Oh no.
We already had that last week, guys, and it just continues here. Suddenly, out of nowhere, while she's sitting there busking and singing for the fans, which was, by the way, really cool to see her singing there and how happily the fans smiled at her while she was performing her songs. Suddenly, a shitload of nerdy branded bags appeared. And yeah, she gave all these gifts to the people. And the same happened literally 2 minutes later in the dance practice studio where she was with the dancers that she was performing or will be performing this performance with. And this just, and every time there is like the label is said Hyolyn brought gifts and stuff, and I'm like, come on, guys. At least be honest. Everyone knows that Hyolyn is not the one that brought these gifts. I mean, yes, the stuff that the dancers got, maybe also the stuff that the fans got. I'm not sure. is the stuff that she chose last week, if I'm not mistaken, in when she went to the nerdy store, like with 2 of her friends. I guess that is the stuff that she chose from there. But I mean, come on, just say this is a freaking product placement, guys. We get it. It is so obvious that you made a deal with this brand, maybe in combination with Taeyeon, since she's the official model for that brand. So just be honest and don't pretend like Hyolyn went like shopping after her work to bring that stuff. I mean, we're not stupid. We get it. But yeah, that was just that was something that was out of place for me a bit. It kind of like it broke the mood, the really cool mood that was at this busking event. That really like intimate mood between her and her fans, and suddenly we had to push into all of this product placement. But yeah, and Hyolyn was just unlucky enough, I guess, that she has won. Because I guess if someone else would have won the round before, they would have to do that shit. So yeah, I don't know if that was a good thing to win, honestly, when I see that. But yeah, so that happened. But a really like cool and interesting thing was the special guest that suddenly appeared, because Hyolyn said that she would be performing not just with another artist, but with a bae, so with a fan of hers, and that fan is Park Hye-rim, and she is known from Street Dance Girls Fighter, one of the super like big budget dance shows Mnet has done. I think everyone knows Street Woman Fighter, but there was also this Street Dance Girls Fighter, where you know Hye-rim from. So she's an amazing dancer, and she was also, I think, even before she was really known, if I understood correctly, at a concert, or at least a performance of Hyolyn, and has hardcore fangirled there. And yeah, we saw a picture or a video of this. And this was really cute, and it was cool to see that she invited someone like this to her performance to enjoy the stage together with her. But the question that I want to ask you now, of course, is did you enjoy the performance just as much as Hye-rim did?
So, coming to that first, once again, yeah, I'm not 100% into Hyolyn's songs, so I wasn't really 100% sure what I have to expect to. But yeah, overall, I can say I'm pretty satisfied. Let's start with that. Of course, the performance overall was a total Hyolyn's performance. Like, if you, once again, I don't know, if you want to kind of if someone tells you, show me a Hyolyn performance, once again, you can show her, show the person just here, just here. German comes. Just the performance of this round, and once again, it's totally a Hyolyn performance. And
yeah, and honestly, I think this was kind of the most Hyolyn performance that we've ever seen on Queendom.
Yeah, I guess so. But you have to admit, overall, every performance of her had such a stamp of Hyolyn in it. Definitely.
That for sure. But for this performance, I really thought like every second I was like, yeah, that's her. That's Hyolyn. Every freaking frame was Hyolyn. Yeah.
So yeah, I totally give you that. So the beginning of the even the beginning, just the beginning of the performance was super adorable. With Hye-rim and the background dancer sitting kind of in this little made train thing.
How cool was that idea?
And especially how they bounced and moved. This was super good. Like,
yeah, how they acted out the movement of this train.
This was so awesome. Like, literally awesome. Just usage of skills, and yeah, it's that you can see that especially Hyolyn really can dance super amazing.
Yeah, and there you can see that you don't necessarily need like super complex special effects, something like this, to create a cool effect.
Exactly.
This was really impressive. Like basically with minimal effort, they made a super, not just convincing effect, but one where you were like looking at it and couldn't help but smiling how cool that idea just is.
Exactly. And she was on her way to the Bay Beach, yeah, to the base station. That was her
Oh
way
yeah.
to go. So we even have the story here in it. And what I really liked about the story, of course, this is just story in some kind of aspects, but yeah, Hyolyn is a fan of Hyolyn, and like this whole package, like she's a fan of Hyolyn. She's doing this, or she's inviting her to join her for the performance while they perform the FANtastic round, and even then the story is about it as well. Like like Hyolyn as a fan is kind of invited from Hyolyn to her, like to her Bay Beach stuff, and this is so cool. This is honestly such a cool thing that's joining for the round and gives it yeah, really unique vibe. Um, and yeah, it just starts with Hyolyn. How do you um use the whistle? How, like, how do you call it if you
You blow the whistle.
blow the whistle? Oh, Jesus Christ! English is so hard. uh, Sometimes, oh Jesus, I hate myself. Exactly. She just blew the whistle, and then it immediately started with a totally Hyolyn vibe when she stands there. What I have to give her over all rounds is, I have the feeling Hyolyn really invests so much into performances. Even if I have to criticize some things on her performance, I mean, I haven't criticized so much on her performances as some other people. But
The shade that has been thrown right now.
but yeah, I have the feeling she's investing so much into that, and yeah, since the first performance, we already know she's really investing much on her own into that as well, and I have the feeling like she makes so many thoughts about her performances, because always she has a whole setting. She mostly has all of these props, and I don't know, like, I guess so what cover was the only thing where I mean, even there she had a ring she kind of used for some, like, I don't know, I just think she puts so much brain mass into into her performances, and somehow it turns out to be I don't know, totally Hyolyn. That's such an amazing thing I have to give her. Especially as a soloist, she's doing it so well. Yeah, overall, I have to say, I really kind of yeah, uh, got into the performance. I really like the performance overall, and I'm a fan of this. I would say the song and the performance as well. Like, I really love the choreo parts as example, where they are like kneeling around and doing some uh doing the little slapping move. I call it like that.
You mean from Touch My Body?
Yeah,
The move?
yeah. And yeah, overall, it really, like, I don't know, there are so many little moves on the choreo I really adore. And overall, yeah, I mean, it's totally a Hyolyn song. So it's about um, reasonless belting some notes. I don't know if if it's always reasonable to do it like her, but
No.
that's just her style. I have the feeling it's just her style. Like I guess she kind of knows that it's not reasonable all the time, but
But
somehow she's
people
doing it.
expect it from her, you mean?
Yeah,
Also by now.
yeah, cause I have to say, when I thought about what I have to await now, I expected that as well. And that's not the meaning like I would have been mad if it would have been different, but on a just of the point before the performance, I was like, yeah, I guess I will. I kind of know how she is doing whatever songs she is performing, and yeah, of course she was exactly doing this. Um, Pretty cool to say that they even used this little train section once again in the performance. Like they haven't really forgotten it totally. They use it through the performance a few more times. That's something like it wasn't really necessary, but I guess they just used it cause they felt like why not use it if we already have it there? Like I guess it was kind of dead, and I guess it's just a little cool thing to do because it makes the stage a bit bigger because you can as well use this part of the stage.
This part, by the way,
Mhm.
when I saw the dancers standing there waiting for Hyolyn holding onto the top bar,
Mhm.
I was like instantly my brain was screaming like hush, hush.
Oh my goodness!
I was like, oh, now switch into hush. That would be so sick. But yeah,
How
just every
amazing!
time when I see this like a construction like this, I'm like, oh hush.
This would have been amazing actually if you would have kind of merged it just for a little part, for a little bridge or something like that, while they are standing in there. Just doing the chorus once would have been enough. And
I mean,
Hyolyn can pull this off amazingly.
definitely. I mean, at least I would have celebrated the shit out of this, but
This would have been, I guess, I'm sure this, I'm sure there are many more people that would have embraced that. Not just you, not just you. um, but yeah, that's a pretty crazy, and I don't know. That's such a crazy idea. I'm not expecting, to be honest, but it would have been cool. Um, yeah. After that, we were going into the dance break, and the dance break, in my opinion, was pretty cool. First, the lighting, sugar, like literally chef's kiss. How this lighting played with the outfits together was super cool. Um, and yeah, it was pretty much Hyolyn as well. Um, and it was a little break. Like before that, it was really the summer vibe of Hyolyn. For the dance break, it really got a bit more this yeah, more darker style of Hyolyn. Um, and I really like this. And even sound wise, I really liked it. Um, and I really felt the impact in the dance break. Like when I saw the dance break, I was like, "Damn, I feel that." Um, I'm not like the reactions in this in a TV show that are like she's Sheldon just needs to look and everyone is like, "Oh!" But I really got into it. Like I really felt the impact. Um so I have to give her that. And of course the finale, super cool when Hyolyn joined her, and that was amazing. Like that was overall the performance. Like had everything I kind of wish me for a performance. Um, it had a pretty. It has kind of a story. It has progression. And a cool finale. A dance break that I really got into. Like that's really getting my attention. And yeah, in my opinion, it was a super pretty strong round.
Well, after all that praise, it's now on me to drag you back into reality a bit. No, it's not that bad. In fact, in my opinion, this was by far the best performance of the three that we had that day. So, also, again, I don't want to, repeat too much from what you already said. So we'll try what else I can add. What I really liked in the beginning is it's kind of like the details, you know, like really the details. When you check out this wagon, she is in there, this train wagon in the beginning. We can see, like, for example, on the wall, there is some kind of poster. It looks Catwomanish, which kind of is a throwback to Hyolin's So What performance. And then there on the top, there's some kind of banner. Welcome to, I'm not sure if it's Welcome to Paradise or something like this. Yeah, Welcome to the Paradise, which of course instantly throws me back to her very first performance in the show. And Hyolyn, the video she's watching on her hand. Now I'm not 100% sure. I would say it's the music video for Bae. But I can be wrong there, but it kind of would make sense. Definitely. So I'll just say it is the Bae music video. So what I really like about this is that we just see Hyolyn here, like, really naturally getting introduced as the fan, and her being on the way in this, like, completely Hyolyn labeled train, like also with the other poster with like Brit Free, which is her agency and stuff. This complete Hyolyn labeled train is really cute that it shows her a fan getting or driving in direction of Hyolyn's Bae Beach. Also, I think on the backside of her phone of Hyolyn, there are also some like Hyolyn stickers and stuff. So it's cute little details like this that I just like about this performance especially a lot. Also the set design, this is so cool. This beach theme, they went there with the fences, the signs, and the little palm trees there. It just overall created a really like happy and feel good atmosphere. You know, you thought the performance started and you were just happy. And this is something I really want to point out for this performance. Also, during this entire performance, I was kind of multiple times reminded back to Hyolyn's first performance in the show, which was Touch My Body, right? If I'm not mistaken.
Yeah.
Because here I also at times had this a bit like tropical, of course, but also at times there's a bit festivalish feeling, like especially at the end when this big dance break is starting and in the background you see the fireworks in the video going up and stuff. This was just a really summerish, happy, tropical feeling that was conveyed the whole freaking time. And this is what I personally loved the most about Hyolyn as someone who loved Sister a lot, you know, because this is exactly the essence of Sister, what we have seen here. So that was something that made me absolutely happy throughout the entire performance, to just being able to lie back and smile the whole time through, because everything is just fun and really well executed. Like, if there's one thing that you have to give Hyolyn is that, as you also said, she is giving it her all to the performances. Like, you feel her her experience when she is on stage. She knows exactly what she's doing. She knows exactly how each and every move, each and every facial expression of her is like is like making the viewers feel, and this is definitely her biggest strength. This ability to completely carefree be on stage and carry out a super satisfying and fun performance. But there it is. Unlike you, I can't say that I enjoy the songs. They are not getting to me at all. Like I'm missing highlights. I'm missing really highlights within the songs, and I'm sorry, but for me, the constant hardcore super note bailing that Hyolyn is doing with like high note after high note after high note, it is not doing it for me. It's just for me actually, as I've said, I expected that it's going to happen because it's a Hyolyn performance. It always happens. I would have been happy if it wouldn't have happened. That would have been something that would have surprised me when she would have done it in a different way. But again, this super loud screaming there multiple times at the end of the song, really not my thing. And the rest of the song, it was just it was okay. The song, but this is unfortunately all I can actually give it. But still, it was not like terrible, so it did not destroy the performance for me. It did not like distract me from the performance itself like I had with other performances. So it was not that distracting. I did not dislike it that much. But in the end, I really have to say that now I'm currently replaying the video without audio, and for other performances, I am always sitting here and I while I'm seeing this, the song is like playing in my head because I associate the song with what I see here. Nothing. I literally cannot remember how exactly the song sounded. So this is kind of showing that it had no impact on me at all.
Little thing I still want to point out. A pretty cool little thing, in my opinion, was a pretty cool decision to kind of let him the main character thing till the end. Like, I mean, she even got an ending fairy. She was kind of centering at the end, and even that, and kind of Hyolyn was
and Hyolyn was just laughing in the background.
Was laughing in the back with things in her hand. This is so
that was
cool.
Good. That was good. Yeah.
It's so cool that Hyolyn is giving her the main character spot, kinda, and that she's just feeling it totally. Like this is a shot. I really just love this shot because this kind of I don't know. I like Hyolyn is a really self-confident person. Pretty much. And in that, I don't know.
As you have to be in a show like this. Or I guess overall in the business.
Yeah, definitely. But kind of in that little ending scene, it just she just kind of gave a bit of her shine to her, and that it just gives a cool vibe, and I don't know, I love it. If I see it again.
Only problem with this part is that Mnet kind of messed it up. Because the ending, it was a really cool idea, but we got this close up on Hyolyn, then suddenly they cut away from her while she was still looking into this close up camera. Then we saw her and Hyolyn like in one frame, and then we cut to Hyolyn. In my opinion, it would have been better if you would have just like focused on Hyolyn and then instantly cut to Hyolyn. But this show Hyolyn for like 2 seconds and then this cut where you see both of them felt a bit out of place, and I felt like Mnet didn't think that really through. But the overall idea was really cool.
Yeah.
And another cute thing was the fans of Hyolyn with the caps. With the Bae caps.
Yeah, true. Yeah, that's
okay.
Such a cool thing. Cool ending.
That was the last performance of the 9th episode of Queendom, and of course, now it was time for the rankings. Like, what are the actual points that the groups, the performers now got through these performances? And we start with the unit rankings, just in case you forgot them. Here we had on position number 1 Brave Girls and WJSN, both with 4,000 points. On position 3, BBG, Hyolyn, and LOONA with 3,000 points. And on position 6, Kepler with 1,000 points.
Please tell us
now,
your ranking of the performances.
Especially of the like entire third round. So unit rankings plus FANtastic Queendom rankings, because that we are going to check out now. The FANtastic Queendom rankings, but of course, as always, it started with the most hated segment of basically everyone.
No.
Of the participants, honestly, of the viewers, at least if you're like me, and in my opinion, also of Mnet. I can't imagine that Mnet really likes that.
No.
But they just have to go with it now. The stupid ass self-assessment. Because the self-assessment is never cool, in my opinion. Not once there was a scene where, like, yeah, that was necessary for the show. But, well, it's a self-assessment, so let's just go through it. Brave Girls voted for above Hyolyn and below Kepler. Why Kepler? They criticized that Kepler did not choose a song of themselves, but a song from a different group. If you remember, they performed The Boys by Girls' Generation. And here, it's already the first time where I have to scream out, bullshit! Brave Girls. Bullshit! Why bullshit? Because what they have done is they chose the song together with their fucking fans.
Oh,
okay?
Fucking
for once.
Okay.
With their fucking fans. Like, I'm one of them, okay? I wasn't there, but in my heart I was. They chose that with Keplian. And to then get in there and say, yeah, well, but that wasn't really like, you didn't really think of the fans because you did not choose a song of yourself that you could give as a gift to the fans. Like, you do realize in what position Kepler is. You do realize that Kepler has one album.
Mm-hmm.
And
I do.
You know, it is not like they have that many songs they can choose from. Then they even had the fans right in front of them and asked them, what do you want to see? What do you want to do? I don't know if Mnet maybe said, hey, someone say Girls' Generation, someone say Girls' Generation. Could be. I'm not saying this is not a possibility. But for now, I'd say, given the benefit of the doubt, and say, yes, there were fans that said, hey, how cool would it be if you would perform a song of Girls' Generation? And then they thought, which song could they do? And then The Boys. On top of that, I want to point out, it's a FANtastic Queendom. So theoretically, you can also perform a song of a group you are a fan of. And Kepler performed a song of their two masters, okay? Of Tiffany and Taeyeon. So get the fuck out of my way. And no, I'm not that emotional because I'm a hardcore SNSD fan. That has nothing to do with it. No, but seriously, this was just something that really annoyed me. Because I really felt like they did not think for a second about Kepler, in what position Kepler is, and about the fact that they have chosen the song together with their fans. And to then come to them and say that this isn't a FANtastic Queendom worthy song because it is not a song of yourself. It's just, in my opinion, really weak.
Mm-hmm. I go with that, by the way.
Thank you.
No, but like it's exactly that. Saying, I mean, they did what the fans wanted. That's everything. Like when you put on the stream and you ask the fan what song should I do, and they are saying like I don't know, do something of this group or so. I wanted to see it all the time. That's totally legit because the fans want to see it. Like I'm in my opinion, of like often, it could be the same. If a group for the fan round asks me, what song do you want to see? I can imagine myself like not Jesus, using the chance to kind of see a stage I maybe couldn't seen otherwise, like a performance of a song, um, yeah, from another group where I think, oh, this could be so cool if this group is performing it. Like,
Yeah, and I mean, they even purposely chose the SNSD song, which is, I guess you can kind of say, the most Kepler, you know?
yeah,
With the boys. So, it's not like they even said, okay, do something that is so not Kepler at all. No, they even went with the boys there. And on top of that, I want to say, what is something that is also really important for this fan round, at least it looks like it, because everyone else has done it, also Brave Girls, is like the story behind all of this. And if you like take a look at the lyrics, for example, of the boys and stuff, I already talked about that last week when I talked about the performance. Like these parts, like Girls' Generation Make You Feel the Hit and stuff. I mean, the song is of course they're singing about a girl's generation, but you also have to think what girl's generation actually means. Like, besides being the name of SNSD, it is like basically a promise SNSD has made back when they got this name, that they would be the ones starting the generation of girls, like to show that girls can compete with boy groups in terms of sales and stuff, which was something back in 2007 was unthinkable, you know? And this is just something that does not only apply to SNSD, but to all girl groups, and especially like also to Kepler. You know, they're a new group, and they want to show everyone that they are worth being there on the stage. And in my opinion, the song fit perfectly to them, also lyrics-wise, and the performance was so cool and amazing. And to then say, to then give such an comment, such a lame-ass excuse as a reason for them to vote him below, is just, in my opinion, absolutely terrible. And yeah. If you don't like the stage, say it. But don't come up with stuff like this. Still, Brave Girls, I'm really happy how it turned out for you, everything. You're great.
exactly.
But it's an emotional topic for me.
I mean, that's something, it's not, like, okay, it's going against Brave Girls in that term, but on the other side, like, I don't know, I feel like everyone is making up stuff.
It's gonna go against basically each and everyone in the self-assessment discussion here, because almost all of them fucked up. Also a really special group.
Yeah.
So
and
yeah.
I don't know, that's something of course we are going against them in that term, but on the other hand, like it's basically, I don't know, you can't take it serious what happens in this little round. You can't really take it serious. It's so...
Also, if you're taking too serious what I'm saying here, then it's your own fault, not mine. I'm sorry. So next up, Kepler. Kepler had now the time to get their revenge. And Kepler voted above Brave Girls. And that was a moment where hearts got broken. Like, you saw in the faces of Brave Girls instant regret. When they got voted first by Kepler, that didn't feel right for them. That they were like, oh shit. That we fucked up right now. But I mean, this is how it is. And I mean, at least what you can say is they were one opinion. Brave Girls said Kepler's beneath us, and Kepler said Brave Girls above us. So in the end, it's a happy end, I guess. And for below, Kepler voted LOONA. And here they said something which is more understandable for me, even though you could have put some more thoughts into it. And basically, I said the lack of energy in the performance, and because they, after the last performances of LOONA, they expected more hard hitting, more energy performance. And yes, that's the thing with Butterfly. It is really like smooth choreography, which doesn't look like that powerful in a way. So I kind of understand that they're saying lack of energy, even though I still think it's not really a good reason, because I mean, Butterfly, you see the song, you see the performance, you hear the song, and you realize, yeah, okay, the song isn't supposed to be like powerful. So to then say lack of energy is the reason that I'm downvoting, yeah, okay. Not satisfying for me personally, but I guess you can see it that way, but still pretty weak in my opinion.
Yeah, definitely.
Next up, Hyolyn. Hyolyn chose Above and then cut to OMG. And this was such a cool moment. They were just about to like announce who was above voted by Hyolyn. OMG was like, I mean, she could have voted and she didn't answer. Didn't finish this sentence, and it was said, no one. And I was like,
This was super. And she,
this was such a cute moment.
Immediately there.
There. It was really cute.
Yeah.
But what is absolutely not cute is what happened afterwards. Below, voted by Hyolyn, was BBG. What did she say? She said that the stage effects and the arrangement of the song were too minimal. And here, I can say I get what she means.
Mm-hmm.
Because if you look at the pop-up performance, it is quite similar to the original. So if you go into this show or into... Oh, I'm sorry, hiccups. If you go into this performance with the mindset, okay, we're going to like make a new version out of our songs for our fans to let them enjoy their favorite songs in a new way, which is also something, by the way, that I kind of like the most about these kinds of rounds. That then you can say afterwards, that is something that disappoints me, I can understand.
Mm-hmm.
Don't know about you.
Yeah, kind of. Like, of course, I would say I can understand, because it's her own opinion, kind of, right? So, like,
I mean, you can completely oppose if you want. I'm not stopping you.
nah, I guess.
Yeah, of course, that's my role. I get it. I'm the bad cop. Okay. Next up, WJSN. As above, they voted no one. And below, they voted LOONA. And for LOONA, they said basically something similar as Hyolyn said for BBG. They thought that the song was just too similar to the original one. So there was nothing really like that special to the performance. And there was an answer from one of the members of LOONA. I forgot which one. She said we wanted to keep the original feel and color of the song. And yeah, I get where you're coming from with that. But here, I have to say, you can... It is possible to like keep the original feel and color of a song, but still change it up, like twerk it up. At certain points to make it a bit like fresher for people that already know it. But then again, this is a really personal view on this topic. But there I would probably also side a bit with WJSN and Hyolyn.
I would say you can side like with both sides really well. Like,
no, it's impossible. You can only choose this one side.
Okay, I'm
Always this peace talk here from the side. Backstabber.
I'm just honest.
Yeah, honest my ass. Next up, LOONA above no one and below. It's time to get angry again. BBG. LOONA said, a time for the glory, so the what they performed in the very first round, would have been more suitable for this performance, for the FANtastic performances. And then we had Chinbi kind of given a rebuttal to this, and she said, if we would have been here as G-Friend, she would be right. But we are here as BBG. And I want to tattoo this on my chest.
Literally.
I mean, because yes, I initially, in my opinion, if you don't really think about it, I can understand the reason of LOONA there, because I mean, I also said when I watched Time for the Glory, I was like, okay, they won't ever be able to top the stage, you know, because yes, as a fan, I completely agree with LOONA there. Time for the Glory is such an like emotional powerhouse. This is insane, like absolutely insane. When I rewatch Time for the Glory, every time I feel like I'm watching it for the first time. It's making me really, really, really emotional. So I get where this thought is coming from, but Chinbi is absolutely right. They are here as BBG and not as G-Friends. So it is absolutely natural that they say, we want to, right now to connect with our Nabi. You know, it's about Nabi right now and not Buddy. So this is just something that is, I guess, not that easy to understand maybe for other people. But here again, I still can see why LOONA is getting this idea, because it has a similar vibe as this talk about Kepler and choosing the boys, you know? That they kind of want, yes, I mean, perform your own song. But at the end of the day, in my opinion, this is, it is, if you're doing it for the fans, you kind of have to, in my opinion, give it to the artist who knows their fans better than you do. And when they say, this is what our fans want the most, especially, as I already said, when they're like deciding it together with their fans. For BBG2, they discuss it together with their fans. The fans mostly voted for Bop Bop and not a G-Friend song. So once again, to go in there and say, you know what, it would have been better if you performed something else or something of your previous life. That's just, yeah, it just shows that you're not thinking about it like thoroughly. And I also honestly have to say, I think it's a bit rude to say that to them. Especially, in my opinion, for Kepler it's one thing, but especially in the case of BBG, to say, you know, if you would have performed a G-Friend song, it would have been much better, is kind of, maybe you want to overthink what you said there.
Yeah. I mean,
but I'm emotional. I'm an emotional body. What the hell do I know?
Previous life sounds kind of
I mean, it is. I mean, it can become the future life again, but for now, it's previous.
Yeah, it just sounds like died and reborn. That's right.
I mean, like a cool ass phoenix, you know?
Yeah.
Risen from the ashes.
Exactly.
Now, last but not least, BBG. BBG voted as above Brave Girls and as below. Here we have now really the revenge, LOONA. And BBG gave as a reason that they had high expectations, but the performance lacked impact. And this is, yeah, I'd say more or less that what we also said when we discussed this. There was just nothing for me as someone who is not like completely head over heels for Butterfly. There was just nothing that I could like claw onto and like, boy, this is so sick. Song wise. So I kind of get where BBG is coming from there. Although I also here have to say a bit more would be cool, you know? Like, give me more than just lack of impact. Give me examples. What could they have done better? Or what are parts where you were like, oh, there I expected maybe something, but it didn't happen, or something like this. So I mean, at the end of the day, I don't know if this stuff gets just like edited away by Mnet, or if they really just don't say this, or if they simply are not given enough time beforehand. I don't know. But whoever is at blame for that stuff, this is just something that always annoys me a bit. When you're getting like answers like this where like, yeah, okay, but give me something. And it never comes. Fortunately.
Yeah, I see that.
All right. Next up is the final ranking of round three. So the combined points of the unit performances and the FANtastic Queendom performances, and this is as follows. On position 6, Kepler with 9,331 points. Position 5, BBG, 9,523 points. Number 4, Hyolyn, 11,810 points. Number 3, LOONA, 11,972. Number 2, now with a big jump in points, WJSN, 18,262 points. And number 1, and this is something we all have to celebrate now, Brave Girls with clean 19,000 points. Congratulations, Brave Girls.
Definitely.
They jumped from position 6 to 1, and let's talk about all of this. What do you think about this ranking? Why does it hurt so much?
Like, why does it hurt? Okay, I see the point of hurt, but overall, this is just scam. Like, why should it hurt if you know that Mnet is totally making it up?
Yeah, I mean, this is seriously something that is criticized quite a lot, like also in the media and stuff, that the voting itself is really like intransparent. Like, no one really gets how these points really come together. Because there are just so many surprises. Like, for example, as happy as I am for them, but the Brave Girls, for example, is getting also like global vote-wise so many points. It's just surprising for me. I don't know where these points come from.
Yeah.
Or that LOONA is not higher, you know, in that regard, or Kepler, and stuff like this. This is really, 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 really confusing. And there are also other things, or one other thing that really annoyed me, especially when it comes now to the voting for the finale, but more to that later when we come to the end of the show. I really have to say, my heart freaking broke when I saw Kepler there on the 6. I mean, what more do these poor girls have to do? Like, they're getting like kicked into the fucking ground. This hurts so much. Like, in the unit performance, they only got 1,000 points overall. Now they ranked last. This is so not fair. It especially given like how hard they have been working. And I mean, we have last week when they were talking with their fans when deciding which song they should perform in this dance studio, they already talked about the fact that this constantly getting low points in Queendom is really messing with their confidence. And this is really breaking my heart to see this. Something that broke my heart even more is on position 5, BBG, but honestly, not even the fact that they are 5th, but the comment of Unha.
Oh no, can we just skip it?
No, we're not going to skip this. We're talking about this.
Thanks for watching.
No, people are going to tell me that I only say the best positive things about BBG. No, now I really have to say Unha. God damn it, stop it! Like when it was announced that they are 5th, Unha was like, "Yeah, well, I'm not sure. I'm not sure if I'm allowed to say this." And there was already, uh oh. She was like, I mean, 5th sounds cute, doesn't it? And I mean, we had to, and I really have to give it to Mnet. That was amazing. The cut to Chinbi, she was just face palming. She was just like, boah, shut up. You can't seriously say this right now. And I was the exact. I was like, Unha, like, I don't get this woman. I get she's adorable, but you don't. You really don't have to be the most adorable fluff ball in every freaking situation. We already said that in the when the units were the vocal units were getting together and she was snitched like twice. Yeah. And she was still so overwhelmingly happy. Like, no, it is okay to be pissed. God damn it. It is okay. And I really love Chinbi. I love her, but I have never in my life felt more connected to her than in this second when she was just face palming herself. I was like, I can't believe you just said that here. Yeah. And I mean, even the other participants were like, did she really just say, "Oh my, what?" Yeah. No one could understand it. I mean, I get she tried to like save the situation, but
like
be angry, Unha. Be angry.
It's okay. As I said in that situation when we watched it, it had to be that everyone like Taeyeon as well had to laugh about it, because otherwise, I don't know. You in that situation, it's so stupid that she did said it. You have to laugh about it. Otherwise, you go mental. Otherwise, you just go mental in that situation. This is nobody would say that. And then Unha.
I mean, I think 5th sounds kind of cute.
Jeez.
Oh, Unha.
And then using it for the order thing. So weird. Like that they said they want to go 5th for the order as well, just because of this comment of Una. I don't know.
I mean, going 5th also has like kind of the strategic thing that you're later, you're performing later, and people remember you better. So from that point of view, I can kind of see it. But yeah, this it left a taste. Yeah, I also can just laugh about it. I mean, she's so adorable. By the way, happy birthday, Unha.
Exactly.
But come on, baby. Please.
That wasn't the smartest move of hers.
Don't be always so cute. Sometimes you can just be the angry. It's okay.
Imagine.
Show them.
She's starting the sentence with, "I don't know if I'm allowed to say this," and then just give them. Say like, "This is a shit ranking."
That would have been so funny. She's sitting there, I'm not sure if I'm allowed to say it, but are you completely stupid? Where the fuck do these rankings come from?
Exactly. It would be so,
Yeah. But, well, we will see how that continues. Next up, the order for the finale that we already briefly talked about. We don't really can talk about because there was not much announced. Because we heard that BBG wants to go like fifth, but the actual order we did not see. We saw that Hyolyn was placed on position 1.
Yeah.
So she's going to start the finale, and Brave Girls will be the final act. But everything in between was pixeled out, so we don't know the positions of the rest. But I wouldn't be surprised if we would see BBG on 5. And I don't know, I think Kepler want to go 4th or 3rd or something like this. I wouldn't be surprised if they would just give all of them the positions they want, because there is not really a reason not to.
Exactly.
I'd say. And I mean, it's Brave Girls, they are nice. I don't see them being like, nah, you're not getting this position. So, yeah.
I mean, Hyolyn on 1 is kind of her sweet spot. That's interesting. Will be interesting.
We will see. It's definitely going to be an entertaining opening act for the finale. That much we can say. Now, we also know that in the final match, the score will be combined out of the following points: 5,000 points for the preliminary performance views, 5,000 points for the fans' choice votes, 20,000 points for the new song comeback votes, and 30,000 points for the final live votes. So at the end, the winner will be able, like, maximum points will be 60,000 points for the finale. And guys, when you're listening to this podcast now, the time for the to like vote through your streams for the final songs is already over. But still, we have to talk about this for a bit. Because the votings for the final songs were done by streaming the songs on Spotify, on the official Girls Planet, no, Queendom final playlist. And you had to listen to the song, I think, completely, and once a day per account was, if I'm not mistaken, like the voting system here.
Yeah.
Now, I do have to question you, Mnet. Now it's correct, Girls Planet, we had this discussion quite often. We had this discussion, why the hell do Korean votes count 50% and the rest of the world, like every country, the rest of the world together, 50%? We were like, I mean, isn't the show supposed to be like an international show? Why not just make all votes count the same? But we were like, okay, Mnet is doing its thing, I guess, so that's how it is. Now, suddenly, Mnet is like, you know what? Fuck Korean votings. We go full international. We go only Spotify. Where is Melon? Why does suddenly Melon not count? And the fact why I'm mentioning this is just something, of course, it could be completely coincidental, but it's just something that really annoys me. As a huge fan of BBG, because throughout this whole time in the show, it feels like BBG is like especially getting especially shitty treatment by Mnet, because we see them getting very little screen time, and when they're getting screen time, only stuff Mnet can use for like their drama advertisement. When they're performing, you have in basically every performance either terrible camera work or, as in their Bopper performance, shitty microphone quality. And now, suddenly, the market where BBG is the strongest, which is their strongest point, the Korean market, is suddenly non-existent in the voting. You know, this is just something where I'm like, what exactly is the thought process? And like, as I said, from Mnet, who is normally always like, yeah, international, but Korea really important, blah, blah, blah. suddenly you're like, nah, let's drop it. Let's just go Spotify. Let's just go international. And this is just, I can't help but feel like this is an attack to some of the contestants, like to say, you know what, let's only support like the international strong groups here, and the ones with a strong Korean fan base, well, who cares about them? This is just, I don't know, maybe it's just me, but that was like oddly convenient for this whole storyline that I feel like is getting made there by Mnet.
So
Because if you're watching, really short only, if you're watching, for example, the streams of BBG's Red Sun on Melon, they're insane. They're really, 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 really good. And okay, we have the luck here now that they're also really good on Spotify, but I think you get where I'm coming from with this complaint. Now you. Sorry.
Yeah, I definitely see it, but still I think that's totally coincidence. So I don't think Mnet is targeting. I just think I don't know what the thing behind is, like, for the cooperation of Mnet and Spotify. I think that just kind of was presented and Mnet was using it for, I don't know, just using it like had a good idea. Okay, we listen Spotify, we are doing it like that. We are going to release the songs like that. Da-da-da-da. And we are just letting count these streams so that we have the full focus on Spotify. And I guess that was the deal.
And strangely, only right before the finale, no one had the idea, why not let's do this for the entire show? Nah, let's just do it for the finale. Who cares? Before, the Korea, yeah, everyone. But now, no Korean market, no.
I as I said, I don't know. Like, I don't know the timeline. I don't know if Spotify just came up or something like that, or they just made a deal for the finale, for the release of new songs or stuff like that. I don't know what the contract between them is.
I mean, the contract is obviously only for the finale, but I mean, as I said, that I do question Mnet for the decision to go with such a strategy only for the finale, knowingly that you will like harm a lot of groups who simply are stronger in the Korean market as in the international market. And as I said, the if this would have always been the case for Mnet, that they're aiming strongly for the international market, like previous shows, then I would have said, okay, it is the way it is. But that it suddenly out of nowhere happening like this is a bit like strange, and feels like Mnet is once again trying its utmost possible to bend the criteria for winning just the way they want it. That they get the outcome they want.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, I see that. Okay, I kinda see that. But I don't know, like, maybe yes, cause live voting and maybe eyes are more looking on Mnet there. But if we look through the whole show, that's definitely all scuffed. So, like, I don't know if they really need to put these moves to kind of, I don't know, make it. I think they are rigging anyway. So it feels like,
Yeah, I mean through this, depending on the outcome they want, they can make it a bit less obvious.
that's true. Yeah, of course.
Just
Of
saying.
course.
So, I mean, it could be completely wrong, but I mean, it's Mnet we're talking about, and if someone tells me Mnet is like cheating, I believe basically instantly, because that's what Mnet does. Yeah.
Oh Jesus.
So yeah.
I'm super into the opinions of you guys, by the way. Like, tell us in the comments, what do you think about it? Is it all planned by Mnet? Do you think Mnet has a target? Has a mission? Then write it in the comments. Because that's a really interesting topic, in my opinion. I mean, it's a discussionable topic. And to be honest, we never will get a truth behind it.
Unless the police is stepping in again.
Yeah, maybe. But someday there are no Mnet staff members left.
Oh, this is going to be an interesting day. Okay, but now let's continue with the last parts of the show. We saw the girls sitting in their respective, hiccups again, god damn it, companies, and listening together to the final songs of each participant. Or together is not exactly right, because it was always like one person had the headphones on and kind of like, through body movement and reactions showed the others how exactly the song sounds and feels like. But there is not really much we can talk about. This was really fast paced. And about the songs themselves, we're going to talk about next week. Only so much. Some of them are pretty damn amazing. And all right. Almost last but not least, we got a cookie scene. As always, this time we jumped into the live performance, the live stream of Brave Girls, where they performed in front of their fans songs they suggested, and they performed Lonely by 21, which was really cool. It sounded really nice. And in that second, I thought, damn, I would have loved to see them perform Lonely. But well.
Yeah.
Didn't happen. Do you want to add something to this?
No, I just love the cookie scenes, and I don't know. I don't know, by the way, how we are going to do this. If we watch the live shit, or if we watch the video out of it, because I guess it's a bit different, the cut version, right? Not 100% sure. But I want a cookie scene for the finale, please. Thanks.
I mean, in the finale, we will probably get like at the end when the confetti is falling on the winner, you get like a flashback to like from this episode.
Yep.
But if they're really gonna make a cookie scene, we will see. But who cares about Mnet's cookie scenes? The best are our cookie scenes, which are always fashion with Taengoo. We skipped it last week, and today we are finally going to do it together because Pain is back, and I know it's his favorite categories. That's why I skipped it last week.
I mean, was it intentional? Mm-hmm.
I mean, if you would have listened to the podcast, dude, you would know that it was intentional because I said it.
Okay, I have to say I haven't listened to the whole thing.
Yeah, I realized that.
Oh no, I'm doomed now.
Yeah, you completely fucked up with that. All right.
Oh shit.
Guys, if you're listening until now, you're better than him. Know that.
But a little thing before we go into the fashion podcast, I would be love to hear your ranking of the rounds. Your round ranking of the.
You mean of all the FANtastic Queendom performances?
Yeah, like exactly.
Ooh. Out of nowhere, he's hitting me with that stuff.
I guess it's an interesting topic, and for you guys, just feel free to tell us your ranking, of course, as well. Because I think ours will be a bit different, and that's an interesting topic.
Let me open the last week. Okay. Who do we have here? Yeah, I remember, yeah. Okay. So, now you know what? Since you were absent last week, you start.
Oh, I start? Okay. So my ranking would be BBG on first with Bop Bop. Second would be WJSN's Pantomime. Third would be Kepler's The Boys. Then I would go with Hyolyn's Bae. Was it just called Bae? I guess it was
Sea
Sea
Bae.
Bae. All right. And then I would go for Brave Girls Red Sun, and at the last point, Luna's Butterfly. I guess that would be my.
Okay. It's the wrong ranking, that much I can tell you. But it is a ranking. Okay. On last position, I put Brave Girls. Fifth position, LOONA. Fourth position, WJSN. Third, Hyolyn. And now you're already curious, aren't you? Because this one may hurt. Number 1 is Kepler.
Yeah, I mean, you can say it, because I already, I'm ready to text Jimmy.
He snitched you. He hates you.
No, of course.
Nine, it's absolutely fine. Do that, and I'll just send Unha what you said about her earlier, okay?
Oh, Jesus. Yeah, I just was prepared already.
Got you.
When we watched the performances, of course, you were pretty much into Kepler's performance and already teased it.
Holy shit, do I love The Boys by Kepler. This was so. I was completely blown away by the performance, which makes it even sadder for me.
Yeah.
How bad they were like voted by. It looks like everyone else in the world.
Yeah.
Or at least Mnet. That was.
I'm totally with you, because it's just for me, like, I'm a huge fan as well of the pantomime performance of WJSN. For me, this week was so insane. Like, these 3 performances were so good. It was really hard for me to choose the ranking there, because all of them executed. Mwah.
Yeah.
Okay.
I also said last week the pantomime performance, like the performance itself was really, really cool. There also, the song was the problem for me. And then for me, it is like, okay, which song, like, did I enjoy more, pantomime or Hyolyn's? And I was like, okay, Hyolyn's a bit more. Yeah. But that's a pretty small margin between these two. But yeah, then Bop Bop on 2. Yeah.
Very cool. Very cool.
That's my ranking.
Now you can announce once again what we are going to do now.
Okay, once again, now really cookie, guys. Now really cookie approaches fashion with Taengoo.
So, do we want to go with your picture, just so we have the...
We can do that. Let me send it to you.
Hope you have a good one.
I mean, it's Taeyeon. I only take good pictures of Taeyeon.
All right. Yeah, right. I immediately know what I wanted to talk about in the last podcast where I couldn't.
Nice.
First, once again, she looks amazing.
Gorgeous.
Like this, she had it. I guess she has it often, like this when she has a her hair like this. How do you call it? Just like simple. When
you mean if you tied it up, or
if you tie it up, exactly. Like if
I mean this style has probably a name, but I don't know it. Like, ask me in German. I have no freaking clue.
Exactly. So. I'm going with you, by the way, in that case. But yeah, I really love her hairstyle in that. I mean, just It's nothing against blonde hair, but it looks amazing. Makeup wise, once again, super fitting. But yeah, I guess then we kinda can start, cause I mean this kinda coat thing is okay. It's okayish. It's fine.
You mean the jacket she's wearing there? Yeah.
It's fine.
Mhm.
Not so fine. The earrings starting, I don't know, look not cool in my opinion. But
Yeah. They're also no big fan of the earrings.
but killing it is this kinder top thing she has on under her jacket. Like, I don't know. What is this?
This reminds me so hard of like a white version of the outfits the girls wore in You Think.
Hmm.
You know, with this bit like chain thing there. I feel like dye this black and you have a You Think outfit, basically, what she's wearing under there.
I mean, it's one of these called Bastille things, all right? Can you kind of call it? At least the style of it. You can call it like that, all right?
I did not understand that word at all. I have absolutely no clue what you just said.
You don't know it?
I have no clue what this style is called.
Okay. I don't know. Bustier, something like that. It's these are the things that you have around your
Ah!
You know it.
Bustier meinst du?
Kinda.
Southern German, sorry, but nah, Bustier is not German. Probably French, I guess.
Yeah, but there's
South French.
There's an English word for it. No, I'm pretty.
I have no clue. I'm happy that I know Bustier.
Okay. If you know more about that, guys, I know there are fashion pros out there.
I don't even know how to Google this.
Bustier.
Bustier. Ah, yeah. I guess, yeah.
You can. It's kind of in that, right? Just a bit more Kwangya.
A bit more Kwangya. I mean, in that case, I wouldn't even say Kwangya because that style was before Kwangya.
That's true.
But I see where the thought is coming from.
The kind of more futuristic designer.
And I hate that.
Yeah, like
that this thought is approaching.
Like why is it with these holes there in the middle so totally reasonless? Like I don't get everything in that. Like
I mean I'm like the two. This is also a style I don't really get, but this is something that you see so often nowadays. Like that clothes have like holes like these, like not cut in holes, but these fully in designed hole stuff, which just add to the overall like sexy. I guess it's just supposed to be sexy styles. I mean, when I look at it, I'm okay with it.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think it's that bad. I think it looks pretty good, but it's definitely not her best outfit.
Definitely not.
Probably more on the bad side.
Yeah,
on the worst side of the outfit she had until now.
Yeah, I would say one of the not the worst, but one of the worst, definitely. But
Yeah.
I mean, like it's
which is still Taeyeon.
Yeah, like what?
It's difficult. We already said it each and every week. It's difficult to do this corner with Taeyeon.
Yeah, what are we like?
It's just it is overall gorgeous, but yeah, that outfit it could be better. That's for sure. But honestly, for me, the most distracting thing are these earrings.
Yeah, like legit. What? Why are they looking so ugly? I don't understand it.
I don't even know what it's supposed to be.
Exactly. It just looks like I don't know what it is from that point here, but it looks not good without really seeing it.
Maybe this is also a Kwangya thing, I'm not sure. Maybe when you're in Kwangya, you have to wear these. I have no clue.
These are the ones for the teleporter to join Kwangya.
Then let's take it away from her.
Nobody can escape Kwangya.
By the way, if you don't know what Kwangya is, didn't miss anything. Just don't get into it. Your life is better that way. Trust me.
Exactly. But yeah, that's it's something we could talk about. That's a little thing. Thanks Mnet for that one. I'm really interested what she has in a few days if we watch the finale. What Taeyeon is viewing there. I guess
It's gonna be drop dead gorgeous. Let's face it.
yeah, I guess it will be just gorgeous ass dress. Finale, so the typically finale dress. Still questioning why wasn't Jingu in a finale dress.
That would have been amazing. I would have made like an entire 2-hour podcast just about Chingu in a dress. But, well, it didn't happen.
Nope.
We got served good in the finale, I think.
Yeah.
If I remember correctly, I probably forgot everything that happened.
We got very good.
I think it was not bad.
Yeah. And yeah, we will definitely have a corner for the next episode of the podcast. That's a pretty cool thing.
It's going to end the freaking podcast.
It's going to end the freaking podcast. So the corner maybe just might return if we are going to do this somewhere in the future.
Did you check? Is it the last episode next week?
Yeah.
This week. It should be, right?
Number 10 is the last one, yeah.
Okay, so guys, then I guess I can say thank you so much for your attention. That was it for episode 9. And god damn it, next week you will get the grand finale of our podcast. I know this is even more exciting for you than the finale of the show, but try to still enjoy the show, okay? And for the few days in between where you have to wait for our podcast, you will do it, guys. I believe in you. I'm definitely super pumped for the finale. Do you have something that you like hope for or expect from the finale?
I expect a 3-hour live show. At least 3 hours.
You know, do you expect? I fear. But yeah.
And literally, there will be 6 performances, like I guess 1.5 hour just performances, 1.5 hour like half hour other content, and 1 hour will be the ranking stuff. But overall, I expect or I wish super cool performances. We already, I can really say that we already know the songs so far.
Yes.
So I'm super hyped for the performances, to see the performances. I'm super hyped for like every performance of them. Like in every song has something where I'm super looking forward to. I guess I hope to many highlights into the performances. I just want 6 really super cool performances, and I have to say, based on the rigging that Mnet did, I actually don't know who's going to win. To be honest, I don't know. Cause I don't know, Mnet is just rigging groups on top and on the bottom how they want. What am I supposed to do?
That's true. It is unpredictable. That is the one positive thing about Mnet's rigging. But yeah, I'm really looking forward to all of the performances, but especially my PPG girls, obviously, and Kepler, because that much I can also say, these are my 2 favorite songs of them. Also, I mean, of the finale songs, my 2 favorites. And the two at the very bottom after the last show. So I'm for the underdogs. I'm an underdog guy, okay?
Mm-hmm.
So I'm really looking forward to it. And I can definitely promise you that you will see me simping hard for these performances.
Do we already, like, we don't know yet, but look out for the channels. Maybe there's going to be something like a live reaction on it, but we don't know yet, right?
Live, yeah.
Or
I try, but I'll be honest, chances are slim.
okay,
Unfortunately.
okay, so we try to do it, but it will be more of a surprise.
Yeah, if it happens, it will be a surprise. But what you will definitely see, at least on my channel, I guess on yours too, when videos drop of some of the performances, I don't know if you will make videos to it, but for BBG and Kepler, I will make some. That much I can promise.
So you like all right. So if we don't see it live, you mean after the live thing and
Yeah,
they
exactly.
uploaded videos? Yeah, right. I guess
If they upload the live performances right after, or if they upload them at all, that I'm not sure. But if this happens, I will definitely check these two out.
Yeah. I guess I will check them out as well, like I did with songs. And yeah, otherwise, yeah, you just subscribe to the channel, guys, and then you will see what's coming.
I mean, if you haven't by now, then I'm really questioning you. Like, what the hell is wrong with you, dude? You can't listen to this podcast for 2 freaking hours straight and then not subscribe to these channels.
Exactly.
Do you really want to be that human? I don't think so. So go subscribe. So now that concludes today's episode, guys. I hope you enjoyed it just as much as I think I can say that we both did. So next week, we will discuss the grand finale of Queendom. Please let us know all your opinions to the FANtastic Queendom performances in the comments below. Where are we completely wrong? Let us know your opinions, please. And I'll see you next time to the next week. Thank you for your attention and bye.
Bye.